Greetings and beyond the new, ladies and gentlemen. My name's David Waver. I'm back with another stream. I'm back. We're back. We're back and we're continuing to talk about stuff because we're crying out loud. I'm tired of talking about BurntPeanut, but it's not my fault. BurntPeanut's a fucking retard. Okay, it's not. It's not my fault that he keeps coming out here and saying stupid shit and making the whole situation worse. But yes, BurntPeanut's back in the news. I think this one is predominantly going under the radar. But yeah. Bro just straight up attacked basically all VTuber fans. Implied that people only like VTubers essentially for just wanting big boobas and stuff like that and wanting to jerk off. So yeah, there's that. So we'll talk about that, and then we got the other stuff. Got the other stuff going on. There's this political thing happening where somebody by the name of like Erika Kirk or something like that, I don't know, decided to call the fuck out of Candace Owens. And yeah, honestly, the way I'm looking at the Candace shit right now is Candace is the one spiraling. She is. There's no logical explanation as to what it is that she is doing now outside of her just spiraling out of control and realizing that her time's practically up. There's no other explanation for it because, and I do think TPUSA is one of the big contributors to that fact. I think them calling her out last week to come talk to her publicly has really shone a light on something. And then Erika coming out here saying, hey, you need to stop, essentially, to all the conspiracy tards and Candace, and them just not stopping, even though they said if Erika Kirk told us to stop, we'd stop. Yeah, I can see it all kind of crumbling down around the retards right now. And hey, you know what? I was accused of being, well, given the check, getting the call, now being on the take. You guys could probably figure out all that stuff. So, hey, if I'm going to be on the take, I'm going to be on the take. Might as well just grift as hard as I can because, hey, my Jew, we're crying out loud, okay? I end up tweeting out my Jew, okay? I tweet at my Jew. Apparently, I finally have a Jew, but I finally tweet at him and go like, hey, I'm on the take, okay? I'm going to go cash this check. And he goes like, hey, I'd wait a couple business days before cashing that check. It's a little bit rough right now. So it's like, God damn it. I need a better Jew. My checks don't work out that well. I'm over here like, yo, yay, I'm on the take. Yay, here's 50 cents. Is that my take? Is that what I'm being given? 50 cents? Really need to call up BB. Trade in my Jew, maybe get a new Jew. See if that works out, Maybe I could use it as a down payment to a better Jew. I don't know. I don't care about kickbots, so fuck them. Fuck the kickbots. Ban the kickbots because I don't want you guys anywhere near here. I need a Jew. I need a Jew. Yeah. Listen, I have a Jew. It's not really that great. He's really annoying sometimes. Yeah, he has to be nice to me right now. But let's be fair, he's really grouchy. He's kind of a curmudgeoned individual. If he's listening, he understands what it is I'm saying. He's probably like, yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, actually, here, I'll pull this shit up real quick before I go too far into this. Tomorrow's the Game Awards. Well, I'll be at work, so I won't be able to actually stream the Game Awards or do anything like that. But, and also, like, Thursdays I don't stream. But, I need to show you guys this. One, I'll also quote tweet this and say live now. Live now! But I'm not even joking. I am 100% of the belief structure now that there's only two possible realities as to the rise of Candace Owens. Either A, it's organic and human society is much dumber than we truly want to believe. Like, we're talking mouth breathing. They have their mothers come in and wipe their ass for them because they're way too stupid. okay, like they're way too stupid to even function as humans in society. So that's why they go to Candace and they listen to her because they think she say smart words, but in reality, she's just a whole lot dumber than that. She's just like slightly smarter than them, but in reality, just really dumb. And they're doing that all while their mom is wiping their ass. Or B, it's bots, because this is the kind of comments I was getting on my freaking Candace Owens video. Here, we'll look at this. What do you mean, he said? Exactly, he said he's short on money and he's going on Christmas break, and you accuse her for going on Thanksgiving break. Okay. Who's short on money? Who's ever said short on money? Who's going on Christmas break? And I guess her is Candace going on Thanksgiving break. I mean, she did. It's literally happened, but okay. Hope the check is worth it. It's not. Again, I need to trade in my Jew. You're a monster. Go, Candace. Dermy, you're terrible at this. Candace is the number one podcaster in the world for a reason. No, actually, she's not. She would still have to be beating out individuals like Joe Rogan. There's also there's like is it Tim Dillon? No, it's not Tim Dillon. There's like a bunch of other podcasters that are 1,000 times still larger than Candace Owens. So no. Candace is going to win. You all will fail. What? Wait, not fail, fall. You all will fall. Who's you? And then there's Vinzinger, and I'm sorry for throwing Vinzinger into this. Okay, he's a good dude. I like Vinzinger a lot, but I'm 100% believing that these people are just bots or just straight up like the dumbest person in the world you could think of. Those are Candace's people. Like, actually, no. Think of the dumbest person in your life. Now make that person even dumber, like 1,000 times dumber, and then add on that their mom has to wipe their butt still, even though they're maybe 40 years old, because they're too incapable of actually taking care of themselves. That's Candace's audience. Like clinically retarded individuals. Clinically. People that need to be like institutionalized because they're just so fucking retarded. And we'll go through why I think they're that retarded here in a little bit, because we'll talk about what the fuck happened today. Fucking epic moment, honestly, and I think it's been something we've been needing. And I got some interesting points just to lay out on that one. And then, you know, the rest of the stuff, like I have a couple other things, like some funny things that happened today. We'll just relax for the rest of the time. After all that, you know, I don't have anything crazy like well, actually I could pull up a latest in short Fako Taku world, because the dude's actually just now coping with the fact of what the fuck's happening. Actually, I do have something. I have something. Because the new Pokemon DLC is out. Okay, that is out. And we are starting to see some of the new megas that are coming out. And I gotta be honest, Mega Absol Z is fucking fire. My god, this is a slick, clean fucking mega right here. And is I think 1,000 times better than the OG Mega. I think this is 1,000 times better than the Mega Absol we've had in the past. And just to like preface that, let me pull up Mega Absol. Mega Absol. God, I had something in my ear. So this is OG Mega Absol here. OG Mega Absol, Angel Wings. You know, you have the horn that kind of looks more like the Mega Evolution sign. New horn growing up here. Kind of evil angel, more or less, because the whole Absol's a bodin of ill omen, and a harbinger of ill omen. You know, you see it before something bad happens. In reality, it's trying to warn people that something bad's about to happen. La la la. You get it, okay? You get it. I fucking love this design. Just the look of it alone. I'm like, motherfucker, this is 1,000 times better. I love the changing of the wings to be more like hands, because now it's a dark ghost type, where originally it's just a dark type. Now it's a dark ghost type. Great typing, by the way. That means it gets a bunch of resistances to a bunch of other Pokemon moves out there, and has very few weaknesses. So that's a great typing in and of itself. Loses its weakness to dark type. Ghost loses its weakness to psychic type because, well, loses a weakness to fighting types because it's ghost. So that weakness is gone. Loses a weakness to psychic types, being ghost, because it's also part dark. So that's now just completely gone. Its main weakness will be bugs, but other than that, like, this is a perfect fucking Pokemon right here. And I love the using fur that it has made into sharp claw-like shapes. It cuts down foes with a single blow. This is an act of kindness to keep them from suffering. I fucking love this. I love this design all the way through. I've been seeing some really shit designs from Pokemon right now for their Megas. That's a slick design. Holy hell. And they already showed off the shiny as well. I should get like a... This is a decent one. Like, this is the shiny. I prefer the original, I think. I think I prefer the main over the shiny variant. But yeah, that is some nice looking shit. That is some nice looking shit right there. I have been seeing some of the other new Megas popping up here. Let me do this. Mega Pokemon. Because I was not a fan of some of the new Megas, but there's some that are... What the fuck? Oh, Mega Darkrai. Mega Darkrai is just straight up an Eye of Sauron. Oh, Fighting Steel. That's a foreign version. Ooh. Mega Garchomp Z is actually fucking cool looking. Look at that. I don't really like the horns on the head here. I don't like these little bits here. But I like these bits. I like that. That's fucking slick right there. That's slick. I'm trying to see some of these other ones if they've had some others that have been released. I have seen Mega Darkrai looks amazing. Mega Golurk. Ooh. Sorry, I had a book. Mega Golurk. Oh, it's Ground Ghost again. Damn it. Used to have a steel typing. Now it's just Ground Ghost, but that's a nice one. That's a nice Mega. I like that a lot. Oh, what else do we got? What else? I'm indifferent to Mega Staraptor. I'm indifferent to Mega Staraptor. It's okay. Oh, again, a fighting type. Actually, that's kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize it gained the fighting type. Shit. And obviously this is its shiny variant, but shit. And having the fighting type, damn. That's actually going to come in handy. Here's a better look at some of the new Megas. So you got Magearna right here. You got Golisopod right here. This is that toxic rock Pokemon from the new generation. This is this Darkrai or is this Darkrai? One of these two is Darkrai. I think this one's Darkrai. I don't know what this one is. That's a fucking terrifying look. Abominable looks insane. Yeah, whatever this one was again. Golisopod. Yeah, Golisopod kind of looks like a Droideka. Have this little dude over here. Yeah, I'm indifferent to these guys. Baxcalibur, I'm not a fan of. I really don't like Baxcalibur's Mega. Don't like Chimecho's Mega. I'm okay with Mega Lucario Z, but I love Mega Garchomp Z, and I love Mega Absol Z. Heatran's Mega. Think we could do better. Think we could do better. Think we could do better. But I'm enjoying these Megas right now. And again, the DLC's out. So, hey, Sherry, how are you doing? Lovely. How are you doing? But why don't we get into our first topic of the night? I'll save the burnt peanut stuff for later because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care there. Let's get into the first big topic of tonight. Let me pull. Where is Kirk? Where did I do with it? What did I do with it? Where is it? Here it is. So let's get into the first topic of tonight because Mother of Lord, after 3 months of insane, schizophrenic, nightmarish monsters coming out and attacking individuals like TPUSA, Charlie Kirk, besmirching the good names of Charlie Kirk and TPUSA, and ending up changing TPUSA from being the victims of a heinous assassination to now the culprits, we finally have Erika Kirk coming out here and giving us her take on everything that's going on. And this is actually really powerful. This is really stunning. And she's going straight into what it is that people need to hear and is calling out, without any shadow of a doubt, Candace Owens here without actually saying her name.
From the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But
I will say they are taking her privacy. They're taking her ability to just have normalcy. So, and she's never going to have actual normalcy. Let me be very clear here. But what they're taking away from her is a sense of sanity. And like this ability to just try to progress through society, progress through this world. And instead you're constantly having this just chirping, see you next Tuesday in your freaking ear saying, you were in on why he died. You were in on why he died. You were in on why he died. I have proof, but I'm not going to show you the proof. But yeah, I have proof. Answer what I'm saying and confirm that all my weird schizophrenic nightmare freaking dystopian reality that I have conjured up and now I believe and I keep shoveling out to my millions of just brainless, brain dead loser audience. Okay, that's what they've taken away from her, is the ability to just do the job, have something that they can hold dear to them, because they're not allowed to have that now, because you have to just answer to some crone over there that didn't even like Charlie to begin with. That news is coming out, by the way.
We'll tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it.
They still have an organization to run. There is still a mission. They are still trying to progress Charlie's mission. They're still trying to do what it is that Charlie Kirk would be doing out there. So yeah, sorry if she can't come and stop being a mom, stop being a CEO, stop trying to do the work that Charlie wanted done just to come and sit down and have you try to explain to them on why they were the reasons Charlie died. Sorry if they don't have time for your little crazy conspiracy theories on why Egyptian planes are the reason this all happened, or why Polish communist Mormon bees killed Charlie Kirk.
We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human.
You're pretty much getting the gist of it. She called out who needed to be called out without actually saying the name, because she knows once you say the name, we're going to get all sorts of angry, whatever the hell. They're trying to get this shit to stop right now, okay? And this is the sign. Let's not mince words here. This is the statement of stop. Enough's enough. You're an unhinged, schizo, crybaby loser over there, ruining our lives now, trying to say that we are bad people. And mind you, this person also just last week said that everybody should just be pulling all their money out of TPUSA. So yes, that did happen. But okay, so you have all that shit going on. And just a little reminder of some people. This was famous words from this sad sack of human filth, Candace Owens, on what would actually lead her to stop. What would lead her to stop talking about this shit and stop going down these insane, deranged rabbit holes?
No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erika Kirk has the power to shut me up right now. That's it. Asked her about the conspiracy.
Only her husband and Charlie Kirk, her husband and Erika Kirk could ever get her to stop. If they came out and told her to stop, she'd stop. Those were the words. Those were your own words, Candace. Those were your own statements, Candace. So what did Candace do? Well, she's just doubling down. She's just attacking. And now she's dragging Erika Kirk through the mud, saying Erika Kirk is a bad person. Erika Kirk is all this stuff. After being told to stop, which was one of your things that would say, would make you stop, you're now going schizo on her. I'm sorry, what? You said that was all it would take. You said that was all it would take. Nah, it was never going to be that. It was never going to be that. You want to know why? Because this is her grift. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit about Charlie Kirk. She doesn't give a shit about TPUSA. She doesn't give a shit about Erika Kirk or any of the damage she's actually doing out there. No, what she enjoys right now is she's raking in that dough from the mindless, fucking pathetic losers out there, or bots, take your pick. They either need their mommies to wipe their butts all the time because they're too stupid to do it themselves, or again, they're bots. Figure it out for yourself at this point. But this is what Candace had to say after Erika Kirk told her to stop.
And that the thing that is especially absurd about that is trying to like almost like, I want to be clear that Turning Point USA is my family. The Charlie Kirk show is my family. You know, like she's just expanding the wings of people that we're not allowed to critique because
you're not critiquing though. The problem is you're just throwing accusations out there like freaking crazy, accusing him of a bunch of bull crap with no actual evidence to back it up. So shut up, you woman. God damn, you make me want to repeal the 19th.
they're in the family. If you call them fam, you can't critique them, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are showing a clip of Rob McCoy defending a pedophile or trying to like launder the reputation of that's fam. That's the CK show fam. Oh, I'm sorry. We are actually pointing to the fact that we know for certain that this person or organization is sexual deviant. That's fam. That is my, don't you get me upset. I know that this is a now $150 million in the last 3 month organization.
By the way, she's trying to make this whole big thing that, hey, we just made 150 million dollar organization in the last 3 months, even though that's basic math. That's their usual quarterly earnings. So that's not even a ridiculous amount of money. Even if you want to sit there and say that that's a ridiculous amount of money that they earned in the last 3 months, reminder, they got a lot of money in after Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
And we employ tons of people, but you can't critique. You can't critique the fam. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to be very clear here. This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies. Because
I mean, you're one of the good examples of why women shouldn't be leading companies, Candace.
Because what you are watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic, okay?
Am I the only one that's seeing the irony in what it is that she just said right there? This is an absolute emotional response absent of any logic. Candace, are you talking to a mirror?
If you really care about your team, answer the questions, okay? Just demystify the entire event. Answer, come out, sit down, answer the questions.
Hold up. And here's why I'm so sick and tired of this. I have to watch my words because, for crying out loud, it's TOS violations all up the wazoo. Hold up. You don't get to ask this stuff anymore. You don't get to say this shit to Erika Kirk because you're doing this whole thing of, why aren't you answering our questions? Why aren't you answering our questions? Why aren't you answering our questions? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Weren't you just invited out to TPUSA? This was just last Thursday, if memory serves. You were invited out to TPUSA to talk to them all face to fucking face. December 15th, you were invited out. Come out, look us dead in the eye, we'll answer all your questions. I'm pretty sure Erika Kirk would be there. I'm pretty sure she'd be there. Hey, what was Candace's response to all this? Oh yeah, it was, I'm not gonna show up. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, you need to phone me in. I need to come in virtually, not physically. No. They offered you to come out. Willing to bet they'd fly you out, put you up, do all the nice things even. They offered to bring you out, have you look them dead in the eye, face to face, and have this conversation. And what did you say, Candace? No. You said no. For crying out loud, you refused to come out and have these conversations. You refused to do the one-on-one or the one-on-team, to look them in the eye and say, why did you kill Charlie Kirk? You refused that shit. That was just last week, mind you. So to all the mouth breathers from Candace Owens' audience that is accusing me now of taking the bag from Israel, which, Jesus Christ. God, I've already said heinous things about all that shit. Literally use your fucking brain cells. I know God didn't gift you with many. I know it's hard to use that thing, you know, the thing God gifted you right up here. And I know he only gave you maybe 1.5, maybe 1.5, but literally use your brain cells. She's now demanding Erika Kirk to answer these questions that she was offered to come ask them herself in person. She turned it all down. So miss me with your bullshit. Miss me with your bullshit attitude. You say, hey, Erika Kirk is the only one that can get me to stop. Erika and my husband. Erika tells you to stop. You keep going. You demand her to answer your freaking questions. You had the opportunity and you refused. So they have no right to actually listen to you anymore. They have nothing to do with you anymore. They don't want to deal with your stupid ass anymore. And you should get sued into oblivion by everybody at this point in time. But hey, I mean, everybody pretty much is starting to understand that you never liked Charlie Kirk. That's the big news that's starting to come out now. Yeah, you hated Charlie Kirk's guts and you were texting people about that prior to him actually getting assassinated. So I'm starting to wonder maybe Candace Owens is the reason Charlie Kirk died. I'm asking questions. You know, she hated Charlie Kirk. She hated his guts. She's out there yet now just trying to destroy TPUSA. Maybe Candace Owens is the reason, you know, Charlie Kirk died. Again, I'm just asking questions. I'm just saying maybes. Maybe. But hey, there's some interesting news though. Through all the insanity and schizophrenic nightmarish mentality that Candace Owens has been throwing out there, even Nick Fuentes sounds practically just normal right now. If you're still falling for the Candace Owens conspiracy, you are stupid and shouldn't be watching Nick's show.
Candace might be partially wrong, but the FBI narrative is verbatim to the JFK magic bullet theory.
Oh
Why
my
trust
gosh, fuck you. You're stupid.
Seething Roy percent.
People go, all you're saying is you're stupid. Yeah, you're stupid. Next.
Seething Roy percent $20.
The Candace Owens thing, I'm just gonna no, I will not explain myself. It's honestly, it's a filter. If you're falling for it, you're stupid.
I don't even need to play much more. Because that's pretty much it. If you're falling for Candace Owens bullshit right now, you're stupid. You're a mouth-breathing loser. I don't even like Nick Fuentes, but even he's out here basically calling it as he sees it. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Let me be very clear right now, okay? Get your mommy to stop wiping your asshole for 5 seconds. I want you to understand, if you're a Candace Owens lover right now, you're a effing moron that needs to grow the fuck up and understand that she's lying to your fucking face for profit. You are nothing more than an idiotic, stupid person that thinks, hey, she's just asking questions. Guess what? I can ask questions too. Why the fuck is she trying to burn down TPUSA? Why the fuck is she out here saying, hey, Erika Kirk's the way I could stop, and then going back on it? Nothing she's saying makes sense, and you're just all fucking enabling a schizophrenic demon at this point in time. Miss me with your bullshit. Bye for now. Sorry, that was also going to the video, so I lost control there. I'm so sick and tired of Candace Owens, like legitimately. For fuck's sakes, just the other day, remember, during Tim Pool's whole thing, during Tim Pool's whole rant the other day, he said she has a 4-foot wall and a fat man as her security. 4-foot wall and a fat man. That's her security. Yet she's out there crying about the French Foreign Legion's coming to assassinate me. Oh my God, the French Foreign Legion's gotta come and kill me. Oh my God, I have a 4-foot wall and a fat guy as my security officer, security detail. But the French Foreign Legion, so we're gonna go off for the rest of the week, even though it's Thanksgiving and everybody took off for the week of Thanksgiving. I mean, use your fucking brain cells for once in your goddamn life, you fucking mouth-breathing losers. Oh my God, no, but they're gonna come kill me. They're gonna come kill me. The French Foreign Legion wants to kill me. Oh my God, now the U.S. military wants to kill me. Oh my God, oh my God. Ignore the fact that I went out to Dollywood and then Tucker Carlson's Christmas party. Oh, but the French Foreign Legion, I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my life. That's why I walked around Dollywood. Fuck off. Seriously. People forget Candace Owens started Social Autopsy, a site leftists use to dox people. They dox pro-gamergators. Reminder, Social Autopsy was also considered too radical for people like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn. They thought Candace Owens was too radical. Oh, but we're all just going to ignore that. Oh, it's the past. It's the past. No, it's not. That's who she's always been. Reminder, everything you're seeing right now with how she's dragging TPUSA through the mud, attacking TPUSA, she did the same shit to Steven Crowder. Every tactic you're seeing right now, the same playbook. It's the same playbook over and over again. I'm asking questions. Even though I'm going to slander you all over the place. How did that video of that edited video, the edited fucking video of Crowder interacting with Hillary Crowder get out there? How did that video get out? Oh yeah, that was Candace. Candace Owens is the reason that video got out there. And everybody fucking forgets that shit. This is all the same playbook. She's a monster. And she only gets propped up. She got propped up because, oh my God, she says base things. Blexit, that's based. Blexit, get more black people on the conservative side. Blexit, based. Oh my God, she's pro-Israel now. Oh my God, Blexit, pro-Israel. Blexit, pro-Israel. Oh my God, she's with freaking Ben Shapiro's whatever the fuck it's called. Daily Wire. Oh my God, look, she's with Daily Wire. That means she's obviously a good person. She's obviously a good person. She never was. She just says the shit that you want to hear. She don't give a fuck about you. Hell, I don't know if I have a bookmarked. I don't think I bookmarked it. I should have. I wish I did. Did I? Maybe let me check my bookmark. No, it was. No, let me check my book. And maybe I retweet. So I might check my retweet. What the fuck's happening to my mouse? Let's see. No, not seeing it there. What is this? Huh. I don't know what post that was. Sorry, it was something from Officer Tatum that was deleted, so I might need to look into that, because if what I just heard was true, why isn't Officer Tatum calling out Candace Owens? But I'm looking at this real quick. Yeah, I don't have it here. Let me check my retweets. Oh God, I do post like 14. Christ. Lots of VTuber. Too many VTuber. Do I have it here? No. I might have forgotten to book. Yeah, I don't have it. Fuck. Well, there was something going around today. Let me see. Maybe I can find it here. Candace Owens rent. Can I find it here? Oh, God. Oh, God. A whole lot worse than I thought. In 2016, Candace Owens stopped paying rent at her $550,000 per month luxury apartment. Eviction took 6 months. Then she sued the landlord, saying the apartment caused systemic yeast infections and 14 other ailments. She lost and was ordered to pay $21,300 plus legal expenses. Respiratory ailments, coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, GI complications, eczema, atopic dermatitis, asthma, Allergy symptoms, including rash over the entire body, impacted. Wait, what the? Something in the left ear, extreme fatigue, inability to think clearly, causing anxiety and depression, systemic yeast infections, scars requiring laser removal. She's always been a fraud. She's just a fraud. Fuck her. But don't fuck her. God damn it. I'm convinced that her husband's just gay. I'm convinced she's a beard. Those rumors are going around, and guess what? You know what? Because now we're just asking questions. Hey, Candace, because I guess we could just ask questions. Hey, Candace, are you a beard? I've heard rumors that your husband's gay, and he likes taking up the pooper or maybe giving into the pooper. Hey, I heard he's gay and he likes little guys. That's what I've heard. I mean, I'm just also asking questions. That's what I've heard. Apparently, that's okay to do, you know? I heard your husband's actually gay. He loves taking it up the asshole. He loves it so fucking much. And that you're nothing more than a beard and your whole marriage is nothing more than a sham. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. But I'm just asking questions, you know? I've heard it. I'm asking questions. Is it legitimate? Candace, is it legitimate that your husband's a fucking fag? That loves taking up the asshole by much stronger men. Is it legitimate, Candace? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. You know? The French Foreign Legion's going out there telling everybody that your husband's a fucking faggot. I mean, I'm just asking questions, guys. Candace, you can come out here and dispel the conspiracies all whenever you want. Easily, just dispel them all. Just come out and say, no, my husband's not a fag that likes to take it up the pooper. No, that is an absolute lie. Just say it, Candace, because until you say so, I think it's true. I mean, I'm hearing that it's true. He loves going to the tranny bars and taking it up the pooper. He likes putting on skirts and dresses and taking up the pooper. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, you could dispel the rumors. Because apparently that's what we're doing now. Apparently that's the world we're living in now. Because you could just say shit on the internet, and until they come out and dispel the rumors, it's obviously true. I mean, I don't hear Candace Owens talking up about her husband being a tranny-loving gay guy that likes taking up the pooper by much stronger men with much bigger schlongs. Thank you for subscribing, Lil21. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, you know. And heck, I have a text message with somebody saying that that's what happened, and I verified that the text message is legitimate. I verified that me receiving that text was legitimate. So no, I'm asking Candace, please, for the love of God, tell us, is your husband a tranny-loving weirdo that likes taking up the pooper by much bigger dicks? Dispel the rumors, Candace. That's all you have to do. Candace, is it true that you're a beard? And that you don't really get touched very often? Is it true? Dispel the rumors. Because that's what we're doing now. Heck, I could legitimately, I could legitimately do everything that Candace is doing. I could have any of my buddies send me a text message and say, hey, Candace, say any sort of crazy deranged thing about Candace Owens. And then all I have to do is go like, I got a text message and I verified the legitimacy of me getting this text message. And guess what? It says that Candace Owens doesn't actually receive dick and that she bought the baby. That her kid isn't even hers. But that's what Candace does. I verify the legitimacy of the text. And the text message is real. I received the text message. Therefore, everything I say after that must be true. Must be. Or is it a bunch of fucking bullshit? Okay. Got that one out of the way. Why don't we do something a little lighter? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do this. So I saw this. I'm going to go through the way that I ended up seeing this. I'm going to go through the way that I ended up seeing this. So this starts with, yes, this is partially VTard related and VTuber related, but I saw this first. From Saturn Senshi. I was like, what the fuck is all this about? So I see this, you know, it's Mama Oko. It's either all okay or not okay. And it's a 2 hour and 43 minute stream, I guess. And there's this weird thing, don't you forget you're so obsessed with me. It's just a weird thing. And I'm like, okay, what is this? So I click on this. He's salty I exposed him for being a defender of a sex pest, and that I pointed out he's a bad person. And I'm like, okay, what is this? Thought Mama Oko hated both of you, is what I'm saying. And then again, I'm walking you guys through how I saw this. I can't play this because it'll get me copyrighted. But we see this. Responding to Simon Riboon, who I think is I don't think I like this person. I'm just gonna say, be honest. Mama Oko's unhealthy obsession with Niera be like something from whatever the fuck. Saying because this dude made an entire live stream just to bash me, and it was over an hour long. Okay, well, I'm starting to go back to that. I see Niera's post here. It's like, wait, what is this? And I see this, and I'm gonna read this because apparently the Under the Tea podcast Discord got even more leaked. A lot more information came out, and what the fuck I read is insane. Now, this is Mama Oko talking about Niera, what we're about to read. And again, this is Niera. I'm blocked by Niera. I can't respond to this shit. I can't do anything. And I'm reading this. I'm like, as someone who is chronically online and never touches grass, please seek help. This is absolutely insane behavior, and I hope everyone who is contributing to this leaves this space and finds an actual purpose in life. Also, what the F does this even mean? And I'm looking at this. So this is the Under the Tea. This is Mama Oko, and it reads, life is weird. I had a dream last night that I met Niera in a public area having a meeting with black people about blackness. So weird and schizo, but it's a dream. But now I wonder, no, by the way, this is in October. This is from October. Legitimately. Guys, I have no reason to like Niera at all. I'm blocked. I despise the dude. I think he's a nightmare individual and a pure evil person. I don't have dreams about people I dislike. I don't have any sort of dreams like that. If you have dreams about somebody you highly dislike, there's a problem there. If that person's showing up in your dreams and you're dreaming about them all while you're making content about them and you know, trying to destroy them in some way, shape, or form, there's an issue there. You don't look like... the person you're going after might be awful. Niera, awful human being. Seriously, he needs to seek God or get something happen to him because he needs help of the highest order. He is one of the worst individuals I've ever seen. Very bad faith, all sorts of awful things, but Oko, what the fuck? That'd be like me. That'd be like me saying I have dreams of lofty pixels. I don't. And if I had dreams of lofty pixels, I'd put myself in the psych ward. That would be like me. Like, okay, I've been bragging on BurntPeanut for the past couple of days. That'd be like me having dreams about BurntPeanut and me being BurntPeanut in real life and having this weird... No! No! Are you serious? No! I've even looked through this stuff, but I have reasons to dislike Oko and all his orbiters. But I think a few of these threads in the Under the Tea Discord is a level of chronically online obsession I wasn't prepared for. I have a thread in this Discord as well as I've mentioned. Let's post a few dumps. Niera. So this is an entire Sylvie. Like, these are people that I don't like, okay? Like, Sylvie. Sylvie is an awful human being. Pure evil. Here's one of Darling Straub. You have an entire thread still of just Darling Straub. It's quite strange. They're even stalking people that would normally be considered on their side. Like, I get the... This is insane levels of shit. You know what? Why don't we take a look at this? Trump tells DOJ to prosecute teacher. Why? Okay, so that it's a Niera thing. This is weird, man. What do they have to so many tweets about trans? Why do they have what do they have so many tweets about trans kids? I think you mean why. Yeah, I could say like these people are weird, but dude. I want to see when does Oko pop in? Lumi, if it isn't a mental illness, none of the things should be what the fuck? You know, I'm going to be real, okay? I'm going to be real. I have access to rat dumps. What rat dumps are you could call it a thread. You could call it a big thread on a Discord. You could call them rat dumps. Whatever you want to call them, it is what it is. I am in a Discord that has these things. Like, I could easily enter into the Discord, like I'm doing right now. I could go into the rat dumps and I can see like, hey, streamer awards right now. I can Hololive, Grimmy VT, 5th member of Hollow Justice. Huh? I don't know what this is. Anyways, there's something going on with Grimmy right now. I could go into this Discord and take a look at these threads. But the way the thread is set up is if you're going in there then to talk trash about said person, they'll remove you from the thread because all that thread is supposed to be is the latest news, the latest information, all that stuff. You can ask for, hey, what's going on? Maybe get a quick rundown. But other than that, it's only the information in that thread. That way you keep that thread as clean as humanly possible. And all I'm seeing is schizophrenic losers on that thread. Like, Oko and them, they have problems. They have serious problems. And if that fucking thing is true, that he dreams about Niera, dude, seek help. Like, get real help. Get off the internet. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. Nobody should be having these dreams of people you dislike that much. Because that shows you you're obsessed. You're a schizophrenic person at that point in time, and you need to get real help. And again, I'm not here to defend Niera. For crying out loud, Niera tweeted this out just the other day. There's no left-wing grift. There is no left-wing equivalent to being racist and raising 200K. Saying God in a shitty essay and getting state recognition, pretending to be a detransitioner to sell anti-trans books, exploiting the ignorance of uneducated people. I'm just going to point out what Saturn kind of showed off. Like, I'm not over here to defend Niera in any way, shape, or form, but I'm not going to be having dreams about Niera. I'll get maybe some of the latest information and go out. I might make a video on it. I might bring it up on stream. I might do something with it. Outside of that, I ain't touching it. I ain't thinking about it. That's pretty much that. Because I'm a normal human being. The only person I have dreams about, big boobied ladies, big boobied VTubers, Adam and Cloud. That's about it. That's about it. That's my life. And I pray to God Adam and Cloud just heard that so that they could be as disturbed as humanly possible. I do pray for the love of all that is holy that they saw that. Oh, by the way, you know what? Speaking of Hassan. Hassan thinks his reputation, his reputation with the youth has been irreparably tarnished. I wonder why. Let's see what he had to say. I'll turn off the background music.
My reputation with the youth has been so irreparably tarnished, I think, that most young people think like I'm whatever the fuck they saw last.
What could that possibly be? Dog zapper, terrorist, person that calls for the death of your political opponents? What could it possibly be, dude?
Because, you know, I'm not very, you know, I have my moments, but you know, people on it's difficult. People on TikTok already, like people on TikTok even fucking even
you're gonna say people on TikTok don't like you, then you're done. You're done, dude. Pack it up, go home. Nobody likes you at that period of time. You just need to give the fuck up.
even leftists on TikTok will regularly do call out posts on people like myself. The entirety of the liberal content creators are constantly fucking shitting on the left.
Because they don't want to deal with you. That's not me saying Destiny's a liberal, by the way, but these people don't want anything to do with you. You guys are the reason they got into a bad situation. Let's be real fair here. You guys are awful individuals. They want nothing to do with you, and then you shock your dog.
And the entirety of the right-wing content creators are shitting on the left. All the apolitical people are shitting on the left. Everyone's shitting on the left. So if you're like a young boy and you haven't really thought about what your politics are, you literally never even open the door to leftist content.
No, they've been indoctrinated in leftist content their entire life. All they've ever received is leftist content. Be ashamed for being white. Be ashamed for being a dude. Be ashamed for being straight. That's all they've ever received their entire existence. So, of course, they've always been seeing this. And then they see somebody that's like, hey, you don't need to be ashamed for all that stuff. And they gravitate towards that. Then they say, you shock your dog. And they're like, yeah, fuck you.
You never even broach that shit because either you are immediately branded as an annoying woke scold, which nobody likes, even though I'm not that.
You are that.
But it doesn't matter because the very fact that I'm not that also leads to a lot of people getting mad at me for not being that, right?
I mean, we could talk about your takes on Palestine and how insane you went with Palestine on your woke scolding.
People on the left get mad at me for not being an annoying woke scold. People on the right consistently call me an annoying woke scold. So it's a really shitty media environment to operate in.
Oh my God. I was not expecting that last little bit, though. I was not expecting, out of the blue, that he got to this point because he was watching Nick Fuentes. Dude has a weird obsession with Nick Fuentes. I don't like bringing up Nick Fuentes, mind you. Again, I don't like Nick Fuentes. I don't. We went over it before, and I'll say it again. My position on Nick Fuentes is, even though I agree with him on maybe some of the issues in society, some of the afflictions we are dealing with, maybe some of the things that need to be fixed, I disagree with him on what the prescription should be. I disagree with him on how to fix these things on a great degree. For crying out loud, he says that we need to side with the left. Conservatives, populist conservatives, the way to win is to essentially go out there and give up your free market control and wanting to have control over the culture, and leftists need to give up the immigration and everything will be good. And it's like, nope, 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 nope. So we do that. Yeah, we might have a secure border, but guess what? We'll be a communist country filled with Nieras. I don't want that. Why is VTubers trending? Okay. Actually, I do want to show this off because I did see this. Let me see. Let me go Doki. This would actually be a good startup before we get into our next topic. Who was Doki Bird? Saw this, right? Because this was hilarious. I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. So you know what? Why don't we do this? This is just a good startup because Doki Bird had this. This will lead us into our actual point. Hey guys, I'm back from my tooth adventures. What did I... Let's be fair. Over the past couple of days, this has been very accurate with the VTuber scene right now. And that's mainly because, well, again, for the 11th, billionth time at this point in time, in which I've discussed this, BurntPeanut won the VTuber awards. Ignore that he's a non-VTuber. We've gone over the clips several times of him himself saying he's not a VTuber. Him himself saying that he only wanted to do this to rile up the VTuber audience and the VTuber communities and be nothing more than a middle finger to all other VTubers out there. Whatever. We've gone over this. You can go back and check my other videos out on this particular topic and my overall thoughts here. Okay? But following all this, yes, you had a bunch of people also come out to defend Iron Mouse, you know, not Iron Mouse, but BurntPeanut. And Iron Mouse was one of those people trying to more or less lead the charge and accepting of BurntPeanut and saying BurntPeanut is okay. And I'm bringing up the aforementioned like cringe tweet that she even put out that I think for the most part, she just worded very poorly. She has been kind of dismissing a lot of the actual criticisms of BurntPeanut winning the VTuber award and being considered a VTuber, yada, yada, yada. Again, a lot of this shit we've already been over. It is what it is. But we have this take from Mugen. This was supposed to be the final takeaway. Even Mugen was supposed to like drop it and have it done. And I'm gonna read this for you real quick on this whole BurntPeanut situation because ultimately I agree with the most part with Mugen here. I disagree in some areas, and I'll say it. Okay, I'll say it, and then we'll get into the real news. My final takeaway is about the VTuber Awards incident. Iron Mouse has experienced harassment like no one else. She would never risk doing this to someone else. She'd rather use herself as a meat shield instead of sending Peanut any hate, and I think that's very admirable. I do agree. However, her tweet could have been worded better. She could have acknowledged frustrations and sought to move on together as a community rather than refer to their emotions as cringe. That's also very fair. Again, I agree there. The BurntPeanut is growing faster than Pirate Software during his explosion. I don't think he realizes how much influence he truly has yet. He needs to get way more moderators for his chat. He also needs to do what Kai Cenat did in 2024 with Iron Mouse and tell his community to stop any sort of harassment towards any other VTubers or their fans. Period. If he doesn't set boundaries like this, then his career will end as quickly as it has flourished. Crowd is probably the most guilty in all this. Live on stream, he throws the idea of Peanut taking over the VTuber awards because it would be funny to see VTubers seethe very classy UNC. Seeing that there's a power dynamic at play, OG streamers versus newcomer, Peanut nervously laughs and agrees, even though he doesn't consider himself to be a VTuber. And finally, don't get it twisted, gatekeeping is necessary to keep bad actors away. Twitch culture didn't gatekeep, and now you have someone who's below drinking age, Racky, stealing live on stream and getting away with it all while keeping his streamer award nomination. Very classy. You want to be a Peanut VTuber? Fine. You can be an orange too if you want. All you gotta do is respect others. I think this is the key takeaway. Respect others, respect the medium, all that, and then people will be more considerate of you being a VTuber. Try to understand their perspectives, be an example for the community, or F off. Thank you for your attention on this matter, Mugen. And I think that's a fair take. I agree with the most parts of what he said here. I have my own criticisms. I think I still don't consider Peanut to be a VTuber. And, well, we'll get into it. He still doesn't. But hey, and I've been talking a lot about this, okay? And you can see my response right there. I've been talking a lot about this. A lot of people think that Peanut winning is a good thing for the VTubing community because you may not like it, but BurntPeanut pushes the medium to a wider audience who wouldn't regularly watch traditional VTuber content. Sorry to say it, but that audience doesn't like you. Neither does Peanut. Yep, the BurntPeanut figures out what it takes to be a VTuber. This is a clip. This is from today, 3:12 p.m. This is current clip. This is him talking about the VTuber Awards. This is him talking about his win at the VTuber Awards. And let's see, what did Peanut have to say about this?
Twitter app.
On the
I was
Twitter app.
confused why they're mad at you.
Well, I think it's because they you know, there's a couple important aspects to being a VTuber. It has to be virtual, you have to be an entertainer, and you have to have ginormous badoingas. And I'm kind of lacking one of those three things, unfortunately. You're talking about?
The badoingers.
I think that they're mad that they can't goon to me. You're talking about? Because I bet they were expecting some gooning material.
I'm gonna be honest. You could.
Yeah, that's a really smart idea to say right there. I could finish that out. The guy's probably going to be saying, because I heard that and I immediately had to stop. I'm willing to bet the guy's saying, you know what, people could goon to you, you know, if they try hard enough. I'm willing to bet that's what he ends up saying.
Definitely goon to you.
Would you goon to me? Because that would actually mean a lot.
I would.
Yeah. By the way, shout out Beardo. How are you doing? But yeah, you pretty much figured that one out. He practically already just dismissed any and all criticisms as to why he isn't a part of the VTubing community, why people might be upset with him, why people not want to, you know, acknowledge him as an actual VTuber by saying, well, you guys just can't goon to me. You guys just don't want to goon to me because all other VTubers are just big titty goon baiters. That's all it is. In order to be a VTuber, you must be gooner bait. That's all they consider it to be. And that's furthering this point that I've actually been pushing as to why he's not a VTuber and why him winning this award is actually just a middle finger to the whole thing. He still doesn't want to be a part of the VTubing community. He still considers every other VTuber out there as nothing more than gooner bait. He doesn't even acknowledge any of the actual accomplishments that they're doing. He doesn't acknowledge any of the actual like ways this world is or anything like that. He's not even trying to ingratiate himself with the audience. He just thinks that all you guys want to do is goon to these people. All you want to do with Iron Mouse is goon to her. All you want to do is just jerk off to all these VTubers. That's all you care about. That's my background music, Beardo. I love it. Anyways, but something like that doesn't ingratiate yourself to the medium. Something like that doesn't convince you to be a part of the fan base. That drives people away. That further alienates you from the medium. Because think about this, okay? Peanut's audience doesn't want anything to do with VTubers. They don't. Play it? I'll play it this week in Beardo. But they don't want anything to do with VTubers. I mean, we can just open up some of these. Play it this week at Beardo. I got plans. Yeah, because VTubers are just anime girls with big tits. So you have to be a lolly weirdo. They should have given it to a pedo. You get the gist of it. This is what Peanut's audience is. And instead of trying to ingratiate himself with the fan base, instead of trying to ingratiate himself with people like that or be a part of all this, he's running away. He's driving people further and further away, and he doesn't want to be a part of it. And it's not nice to do that. It's actually kind of dickish. And let's be fair, it's no different than any other normies getting into a medium and trying to change it for themselves. It's fucked up, and Peanut is not a good person. I still don't consider him a VTuber. I was also recording a clip right there, Beardo, and listen. Here's the thing, Beardo. Here's the thing. I bought a Switch 2. My Switch 2 comes in on Sunday. Okay? My Switch 2 comes in then. My plan right now, because one, I'm willing to bet you don't have these. I already got I have the Deoncé, I have the Deoncé, why am I saying Deoncé? Deoncé? Whatever. I have that side quest I still need to do. I have the Mewtwo side quests I need to do. And because I get my Switch 2 on Sunday, I'm also going to spend the extra $10 and get the upgraded version so I can play it on my Switch 2. So I was going to wait till Sunday to play it. That was my plan, Beardo. That was my plan. But at the same time, you're offering $50. So I could do it now, but I kind of want to wait till Sunday. So I'm torn right now, Beardo. I'm torn. You're really pushing me one way or the other. Especially because I'm pretty much out of topics now. So I pretty much just got done everything. I had more I could have said there, but I'm torn. Damn, no 50 super that. Should I not wait until I get my beautiful Switch 2, Fear of the Beardo? Should I not wait till I get my wonderful Switch 2? Like, I worked hard for that. Granted, it was my entire Christmas bill. Like, I even have a proper Pro controller now. I've been playing my Nintendo Switch on my GameCube controller this whole time. That's why I make a lot of fuck-ups, because the button layout is so completely different. I should wait. I'm wanting to wait. That's why I'm waiting right now. Because Beard, I don't just have the Pokemon DLC. I also have my Digimon DLC. So I got a lot. I got a lot to play. So I got some stuff I could do. And considering we're getting into like the slower months, I got time. I got time. Kickbots. Fuck kickbots. Why am I blood? Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Okay, got that out of the way. You feel that? Yeah. I'm spending the extra $10 to upgrade the version, and I had my Nintendo Switch Online lapse, and I'm thinking of getting of renewing that so I can have some other stuff to play as well. I mean, yeah, because the Scarlet and Violet, those are free upgrades, so I already got that. So I have plenty of shit to play. I'm excited. I'm excited for my Switch 2. And all it cost was my entire Christmas bonus. It was worth it. It was worth it. And you already missed it, Beardo, but here, let me pull it up again. Mega Pokemon. Let me... Absol Mega Z. You're rank B? You're only rank B, bro? Oh, you're almost there, but this is new Mega Absol. Dark Ghost. That's slick. That's slick, dude. I've already beat the game. I have just a handful of side quests to do. You should hop on the internet, get your mystery gifts real quick, Beardo, so you could get the Mega Deoncé and Mega Mewtwo, and get your Mewtwo's. You're gonna want those. But look at this, the new Mega Absol. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It is a work of pure art. They have some, you know, mid megas. That's a slick mega. And then also the new Mega Garchomp. Look at that. You got all the mystery gifts? Well, good for you. I still need to do the mystery gift missions, so that's pretty much where I'm at. I just need to do the missions. But I was wanting to do them on stream, but I'm going to do them all this weekend, so. Oh, there's Alpha Charizard? No, wait. Let me check out Cerebi. Oh, well, there is Cerebi. I might have to grab that one real quick. Wait. Oh, let's play and get icons. Fuck you! I was hoping that's the megas. Cerebi update. Mega Skull, Sceptile, Swampert, Blaziken, Mega Stones are confirmed to be in distributions through ranked. Motherfucker. Runs until. Oh, yay! I can grab that after stream. What a rookie. Shut up. I don't check. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't check Cerebi enough. I get so many notifications, I don't realize what's what, and I usually rely on Cloud to send me some of the notifications, so that's on me. I do think what is the stupidest thing? Giving out all these Mega Stones through the ranked battles, that's dumb. Even Excalibur is going to be through... That's so fucking stupid. That's stupid. Although I haven't even tried out the ranked yet. I still haven't even tried. You only have to get to rank K to get any of them, so I doubt it's that hard. I doubt it's gonna be that hard. That was a... I will say though, Mega Golisipede or Golisipod or whatever it is. Here, I'm gonna turn down the music. I'm a little indifferent. I like it, but at the same time, it kind of looks like a Droideka. Star Wars. You just beat Jonathan? Dude, I hated that whole storyline. She is not a character I like. Her whole entire character premise is just battle me. There literally is no other aspects to her character other than battle me. And it's not even like in an interesting way. It's just battle me now, and if you don't battle me now, you're gonna be bad. I'm gonna get angry. I need to go back. I don't even remember. I think I practically one-shotted her with Excadrill. Are you close though? So you have the rank A challenger. I'm not going to spoil any of that because that's going to be a long one to get to the rank A. And that's where a lot of the story starts to unfold. And then you have the final real conflict. So you're getting there. The actual like final conflict, I think it kind of drops the ball personally, not without spoiling it. I think it drops the ball on some of the things they have you do. It is actually challenging. Like, fuck, what the hell did I just get into? And then part one of the story ends, and then you have the conclusions where you get the legendaries. And the battle with Zygarde is actually hard. Good 3-4 hours left. Something like that, yeah. Depends on how you're doing it. If you're grinding a little bit as you go, yeah, 3-4 hours, maybe a little bit 6, maybe. But like, pretty much once you beat the rank A guy, who again, not gonna spoil it who it is because they want to keep that hidden. Once you beat him, you're immediately thrown into like the final little bits. But there's a lot of talking and little battle. But the battles are fucking hard. I'm not even joking. That was actually some challenging shit that my teams almost got wiped out on a few times. It was not fun. And it was kind of bullshit. Actually, yeah, there is a Tawny fight. I forgot about that. But there is another guy. There's another person who's rank A. Well, he's the guy standing in the way. There is somebody there that's not Townie, whatever her name is. There's somebody in the way. That is a part of the actual like story and lore and stuff like that that makes you sit there and actually think a little bit. So you are getting there. I will say though, you'll like his mega. But it's not a new mega. That's all I'm gonna stop, okay? I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil. Naveen been rank A the entire time. Naveen been rank A the entire time. No, they started ranking up with you. So no, I think it's only you and Townie that actually make it to rank A, but there's that one guy who stands in your way essentially. I say he's your rank A battle, but he's rank B. He's like one of the only other people, but nobody else I think gets up to rank A. I think you're the only ones. That's such a good battle. And the lead up to that battle is fantastic. And it is worth it. It is worth the progression through that just for the story basis alone. Do I have something else? You know what? Oh. By the way, Beardo, me and you are in the same camp again. Alyssa Mercante unblocked me. She unblocked me. I'm angry about this shit. What the fuck was that? I think I almost showed something I shouldn't have shown. But she unblocked me. Motherfucker. Why does she have gay guys on her fucking Twitter account? I just have to call her a cunt again. That's all it's going to take me. If I call her a cunt again, she'll block me again. It's just, do I want to call her a cunt again? Or do I want to, work into something else? And yeah, I don't give a shit if I'm saying words I'm not supposed to say. I don't care. Do I want to think of a new mean word to say? Maybe call her a slur. Maybe that'll get me blocked. Might get me banned. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I'll think of something. No, all I had there was she's crying that Asmongold's the second highest streamer. Even though right behind him was somebody else. Just say the N-word? Dude. What if I say the N-word to her? My brain's doing ideas right now. My brain's doing ideas. Okay, I need to see. Do I have anything else I could talk about real quick? Anything at all that is interesting? Well, I did see this. You know what? I'm sick and tired of talking about Candace fucking Owens. I did the VTuber part. I do have this, though. I have this. Because I was not understanding this for a moment. Do it. You're black and you're giving me the pass. I will accept it. I will tweet it at her. Anyways, I saw this. So I didn't know what was going on here. But this is from GameStop. We stole your girl, Best Buy. And I didn't know what was happening here. I'm not super opposed to it. But, attractive kind of goth, whatever, emo girl at GameStop.
Hey, I'm Riley and welcome to GameStop. Today I'm here to talk about trading your old consoles, games, and accessories to GameStop. Bring them in and we'll assess the condition, then give you cash or store credit.
I get it. She has a septum piercing. Everybody's going to be like, oh, she's immediately ugly and stuff. But you know what? I would.
We accept a wide range of video games, consoles, and controllers, including retro. We also accept phones, tablets, Apple Watches, Apple TVs, and MacBooks, even some collectibles.
What the fuck? That's your ex-wife? Well, then. Sorry, Beardo, I still would.
Like PSA-graded cards and amiibos. Thanks for stopping by GameStop. See you later.
Yeah, simple enough, but I was one of the guys that was like, What's the "we stole your girl" Best Buy? I didn't understand this. I didn't understand this until I saw this. Apparently, Best Buy actually used her in her own little, like, their own little ad.
Hey, I'm Riley, and welcome to the lab. Today, I'm here.
It's the same music.
Here to talk about the Microsoft Surface Pro 9 with the 13-inch touchscreen. What's so great about this product is that it gives you the flexibility and the versatility of a tablet.
Damn, I have to go back a little bit. You know what? That's a solid. That's a solid rack right there. That's a solid rack.
Of a tablet or a laptop. I love it. It's super slick. The keyboard comes right off, so you can use it seamlessly between work or play.
Beardo, I don't know if you're joking or not. That's the weird thing now. I'm starting to think that you're not joking. And if you're your ex, dude, I mean, listen, my dad always said, it doesn't matter how hot she is. There's somebody out there that's tired of her. We're getting a Supergirl trailer tomorrow. No, not touching it. Not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
The Surface will come in a bunch of different colors. My favorite is going to be forest.
What the fuck? Good for her. I'm happy for her. This can't be a real ad. I can't believe that this is a real ad.
But you can also get graphite, sapphire, or platinum. This is the Microsoft Slim Pen. This is great for if you're ever drawing, writing, annotating notes. It's perfect for any student, professional, or artist on the go.
Why is this the world we live in? By the way, right now, why is this the world we live in, where GameStop's all like, "Hey, we stole your girl"? Why is this the world we're living in? By the way, GameStop's had some fucking fire tweets today. They've had some fucking fire tweets. Even their GameStop of the Year awards show that I was not expecting to see. That was a thing. And I kind of liked it because they were just taking a shit out of the game awards. I could pull it up. I'm not watching this whole thing again. This is fucking long. But I enjoyed this because they took a shit out of all the awards.
Well, folks, we made it. Game of the Year. Only one can win. Who's it gonna be? Well, let's ask the smartest person in the world, a GameStop customer. Who do we think is gonna win?
I like a game with a lot of sound, big graphics. Just a game I can really control, you know?
Splatoon. The bets are in, the gamers are ready, and this GameStop closed 3 hours ago.
It's really nothing crazy, but they just took a shit out of the Game Awards. Just try to do something a little, air quotes, edgy. That's all it is.
Do not go in there.
GameStop isn't the only one that stole her. Beardo. Come on, man. Have some class. That's your ex. Have a little. Oh, okay, actually, no, that's your ex. You can have all the unclass that you want. Let's be fair. Exes are exes, man. And if that was your ex, you have good taste, my friend. I can say that. You have good taste if that actually is your ex. Is there anything else before I... Because I've only been going for an hour and a half. We're starting to get down into like that slow period of the year where everything's like just a crawl. That's why I'm talking about Peanut and fucking Candace Owens like crazy. There's nothing else really to talk about because everything else is pretty much just going by the wayside. And I don't want to talk about DLC. Well, there is two DLCs I have to play. There's two. So I also have the Digimon DLC that I have to play once I beat Digimon, which I'm in the home stretch of the Digimon main story. Then I have the DLC. Then I have to work up to playing the super hard difficulty because I want all the achievements. I don't know what dragged me into this, but I want all the achievements. So I have that DLC that came out yesterday to play. Then I have the Pokemon DLC. So with all that, there is actually upside to all that. But at the same time, like news-wise, like, I don't want to fucking talk about this, but like, I'm gonna need receipts for this one. I'm on That Park Place just so I could grab like the big thing of fucking today. They don't even have it. What the fuck? No way. They don't even have the Supergirl shit? What the fuck? Okay, I'll just do it over here. Like, I don't want to talk about the Supergirl poster, trailer, or anything, because here's the reality of all this. I think, Beardo, you said it on Daily today, and I'm not trying to repeat you, but I'm just at that point of, I don't give a shit. Like, I James Gunn's Superman started to grow on me. I thought it was a little better a couple other times I watched it. You know, I started seeing some more charm in it. But I just don't give a shit, man. Truth, justice, but all this just tells me I shouldn't give a shit. Supergirl movie's gonna flop, yes. And even got James Gunn saying this. Like, I just... What am I supposed to expect from this? That's pretty much my thought process. What am I supposed to expect? I wasn't expecting anything grand. I wasn't expecting, like, truth, justice in the American way, because they didn't really do that in the Superman movie. So what am I supposed to be expecting here? Should I be outraged over this? Probably, but at the same time... Did you watch... Es Caca? Yes. Yes, Es Caca. But if you watched Creature Commandos, which, god damn it, I keep forgetting I saw that fucking show. That was the warning signs of what was to come. That was the fucking warning signs. And I overlooked the warning signs. The show was fucking awful, but I overlooked it. I was like, you know what? That's a fluke. That's a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. It was the fucking light saying, yeah, don't keep coming. It was the warning signs. It was all the bad things were about to hit the fan. Everything awful was about to happen. So then I see this, and I see all the people talking about it today. It's just like, what do we expect at this point? And I'm one of those guys that, you know what? If Netflix buys Warner Brothers, fuck it, do the Snyderverse again. I don't care anymore. I don't even like the Snyderverse. The only parts that I liked about it was Darkseid looked like Darkseid, and I wanted good Darkseid. That's about it. But I'm probably never gonna see that shit. Fuck it. Restore the Snyderverse. I'm there. James Gunn, you failed me. I loved your content, but Jesus Christ, I'm so over your shit. Bring back Snyder. That's coming from a guy who hates the Snyderverse. The only thing I liked was Darkseid. That was it. Darkseid is the only reason I even like the Snyder Cut. Because Darkseid is fucking awesome. They're gonna make Supergirl drunk. She's gonna be a drunk sorority whore. Only reason I'm gonna watch that is because I like Millie Alcock. I'll probably put it on mute. Batfleck. Batfleck is... Okay, I'll give you Batfleck. I'll give you Batfleck, especially if we remove, like, the Flash movie, because I didn't really like his performance in the Flash movie, but I'll give you Batfleck. And Henry Cavill as Superman was good, but his Superman, like, him as Superman is good. Yeah, that version of Superman I hated. If you get what I'm putting down there. Like, there's some things that, you know what? Just do it. Just do it all. I just want to see Darkseid kill everybody. Like, give me that. Just give me Darkseid killing everybody for fuck's sakes. At least it's something. And it doesn't make me regret my life choices. But I need Real quick, I saw this just now on That Park Place. I'm not going to do content on it, but Netflix considered buying Disney before pivoting to Warner Bros. I'm going to need some real receipts for this one. I'm not trying to say anything mean to That Park Place or anything. I'm going to need some receipts, like some high proof that they were thinking of buying Disney ever. Because if they wanted to buy Disney, like if I have actual like proof that they wanted to buy Disney, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's wrong with you? That one would actually be dangerous. Netflix buying Disney. Holy hell, that would be dangerous. I would argue that that's a monopoly. But I don't think Netflix buying Warner Brothers constitutes a monopoly. I could see the argument being that they had 30% of the streaming marketplace, but at the same time, there's so much streaming services out there that I don't really think that it would constitute a monopoly at the same time. I honestly still think that sale is going to go through, but if you were trying to buy Disney, that would have been a monopoly. To be honest, you're surprised Disney didn't try to buy Warner Brothers. I think that would be the monopoly situation there. I think that's the one. They probably don't have the money, and they would have to probably get a whole lot of backers interested into even buying Warner Brothers. But two, I think there would have been a moot point. They would 100% have been called a monopoly at that point in time. Because if you take a look at just like the superhero like area, just think of it, you'd have Marvel and DC under one roof. That's dangerous. That's dangerous right there. It would be too powerful, and yeah, antitrust laws would have actually come into it. What if Netflix buys Paramount? They'll never buy Paramount. There was a time that they might, but after Paramount recently got sold off, yeah, no. Skydance has Paramount, and they're trying to do the whole buddy up with Trump. But I just want to remind people when, the current guy in charge of Warner Brothers, can't think of his name. Shit. I cannot think of his name. CEO of Warner Brothers. CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery. David Zaslav. Reminder, okay? David Zaslav, when he was first coming into Warner Brothers, he was the Trump guy. That was one of the big reasons why people were afraid of him coming into Warner Bros. Because he was pro-Trump. So when you hear, the Skydance people are pro-Trump and everything like that over at Paramount, take it with a grain of fucking salt. Warner Brothers is more worth it than 20th Century Fox was for Disney. That is true. At one point in time, you could argue 20th Century Fox would have been worth it, but that ship's long since sailed. The only real value Fox ended up having was the X-Men movies, essentially. So once you get a hold of those IPs, then what else is there? Because they, prior to even Disney buying it, they already ran Predator into the ground. They already ran Alien into the ground. Yeah, they had Terminator. Did they have Terminator? Who had Terminator originally? Terminator, is that Fox property? I don't remember who had Terminator. That might be a Fox property. That might have been. No, that's a Paramount. Never mind. I'm stupid. But they already drove a lot of their high budgets into the ground. I guess you could argue Star Wars, but that was LucasArts. Fox is only a distributor at that point in time. So they already drove a lot of their IPs into the ground, which is sad. They have a lot of good IPs too. Do they have? No, that's AMC. Who owns AMC? Not the movie theater change, but I'm thinking of the America channel or something like that. AMC TV channel. The death of AMC. AMC, American Cable Television. I guess it's a BBC. Whoever owns AMC, they had something they had gold there for a long period of time. I know Breaking Bad would stream on there, like show up on there and like a lot of stuff like that. But AMC had some good shows for a long period of time. They just drove that into the ground. Hell on Wheels. Ooh, I love Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels is a fantastic show. Now it's on Paramount, so I guess AMC was Paramount. God damn it, I have to go to Paramount to watch Hell on Wheels. I might do that. Hell on Wheels was a great fucking show. I'd put it up there with Breaking Bad on the level of a show that it was, because it was all about essentially building the railroad through parts of Kansas and stuff like that. But it takes place after the Civil War. This is your main character guy, and I think it's been a little while. I think he was a former Confederate, now working on the railroad. Just building like the railroad. It was fucking good. Just a classic West. It was kind of like a Breaking Bad Western. Like where everybody's kind of shitty, but you love them. I need to watch that show again. It's an 8.3 out of 10, 73 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'd say that's valid. There's some weird characters in there too. And there was one chick. See her tits a lot, but goddamn, that face tattoo was weird. She was picked up by Native Americans, so that's why she has that face tattoo, and it was weird. But she's a whore, so you see her tits a lot. Well, you don't see her tits, but you see her get fucked a lot. But on that note, what time is it? Hour 42. I think I'm pretty much done for the night. I have to go grab my Switch from the other room. That's a sad thing. I could end up, it's 2 a.m. and I have diarrhea. Beardo, why did this tweet just come across my timeline? Beardo. If I'm not playing Pokemon, you're going to bed. That probably is a smart idea, because I don't have it set up to play Pokemon right now, bro. I don't have set up to play Pokemon right now. That's the downside. I need to start playing Pokemon. Fuck it. You know what? Tomorrow night I'm gonna play Pokemon. I don't stream on Thursday nights because I have to get up early Friday, but fuck it, I'll play some Pokemon tomorrow night. Doubt there's gonna be anything worth talking about anyway, so we'll play Pokemon. No reason at all. Yeah. But I'm pretty much tapped out of topics because I talked the Candace Owens shit. I talked the latest VTuber shit. Nothing really news there. So on that note, my back, by the way, my back end's fucking working again. Take that as ever you want. My back end of all this is working. Why is Philip Chan not on? Wait, what? Busy tomorrow night, can't make it. Well, I guess I could play it Sunday or Saturday or Sunday as well. I could play. I'm gonna be playing it a lot, so because I prioritize that with Digimon, so I'm gonna be playing it. Philip Chan's still not. He's not streaming? I thought he was. I guess he's not streaming right now. Okay. Well then, and that no, he's right here. Why did it not show that originally? But here, we'll raid into Philip Chan. That way you guys have something to keep watching, and Beardo can fall asleep to the sweet sounds of an Asian man. Sarcasm, bro. Listen, one, I'm autistic, so sarcasm kind of goes over my head. Two, it's in text. Figure that shit out. Figure out sarcasm within it. Still can't make it, though. It is what it is, bro. Hey, love you, Beardo. Love you, chat. Love you guys all. Beardo, you're a great fucking friend. I'm happy to have you as a friend. Anyways, until next time, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely night. Have a lovely day, wherever it is in the world that you guys might be. And take it easy. Beardo, I'm still a better Pokemon trainer than you.